Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Koco's Corner. I am the huge one, aka the idiot, Dave Koco from DAVEKOCO.com. All right, welcome to Koco's Corner. 14 years ago, I'm reading this off MMA History Today. Gina Carano and Julie Kenzie competed in the first women's MMA fight in the history to air on television. I'm old. I remember that. I thought that was up there with Metroid. And, you know, Metroid taking the helmet off and Samus was a female. It blew my fucking mind. I was like, dude, women can be heroes. Then Gina Carano comes and women can be fighters and great athletes. And then she became a celebrity. She was the female Rock before The Rock. And, you know, what could possibly go wrong? She is a female hero. Twitter must love her, right? Guys, Twitter loves her? No? What? All right, let's just click on another site. MMAfighting.com. Gina Carano dropped from the Mandalorian after unacceptable social media post. They actually used another word, but I'm punch drunk, so I'm not going to read that one. Former Strikeforce and Elite XC star Gina Carano is out of a job for a series of controversial posts made on her social media account. And she, I believe, I don't know. I have no idea if she's Republican or right-wing or not. I just assume she is because Twitter's angry. Like, if Twitter's like, I hate the new Big Mac, I'm like, God, that goddamn Big Mac voted for Trump. You know it did. But I was like, man, what did she say? Why were people so offended? You know? And I'm older. I try to, I've traveled around the world, got to meet tons of people. I try to be open-minded as possible. And I do believe in freedom of speech. A lot of people are like, you're a right-wing scumbag. I'm actually a cowardly anarchist. I normally don't like saying my political beliefs because if you do, people attack you from both sides. I hate both sides of the wing equally, okay? Left wing, right wing, horrible wing. I tell you that. I'm a cowardly anarchist, meaning I'm an anarchist until you have a gun. Then I'm fucking like, hell yeah, I've always been a part of your system. Bow down to your guns. I'd be like, I'll tell the man a thing or two. What, they got guns? Nah, man, fucking hello. Here's my tax money. Go ahead, you can take it. So let's go see what this whole thing was about. I'm like, dude, they had to say something. This is the quote. Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children, because history is edited. Most people today don't realize to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them by simply being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Okay. That's it? That's why we're canceling her? That's an idea that is different. What? No, there's got to be more. Calls for Carano this past November. Fire Gina Carano. Hashtag. They've been looking for a reason for her fire for 2 months, and that was the final straw. Which also received. Yeah, no. I think. What? We lost someone over that. That's. Wow. She. Really? Well, granted, a little bit of a stretch, I mean, maybe it's just the star. Maybe it's not the star. Who knows? History will be rewritten by the winners. I don't know. I know we like to cancel people, but how about hashtag educate people? Why is this bad? I mean, I see people all the time calling everyone Nazis. People always say, hey, you have to remember what Hitler did and Nazis did so that it doesn't repeat. I see it used all the time. All the time. I always want to do this skit. I want to do this skit where, there was just clips of the media and social media calling each other Nazis. And then it ends with someone with nothing but Nazi propaganda all around them and a tear rolled down their eyes and go, oh, thank God, I thought I was the only one. I don't understand why we're canceling. And hashtag cancel KocoSports. Don't worry. YouTube algorithm already canceled us. Hashtag educate. Why is this worse than punch the Nazi people? Why? Like, here's the thing. I work for a private school. I've worked for a lot of different schools. I'm not the best teacher in the world. I've studied a little bit of history. I've been around. Granted, my vocabulary is not that big. I have concussion problems. I stutter, and I like to curse outside of work. I don't know if that makes me a bad person. Maybe it does. But if this conversation happened at my job, why would they get fired? Because, like, I see the responses. I'm not going to be the guy that pulls up other people's Twitters, but they're like, oh, if you fucking said something about Jews at work, you would get fired. And, like, what? What? I don't know. Hashtag educate me. Why is this bad? Now they're saying hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Dude, it's impossible to order Disney Plus in Japan. You can't cancel something that it's almost impossible to order. I am really confused. I'm gonna read the statement. Maybe I've been punched in the head a lot. Here it is. This is according to MMA, and it's horrendous. Jews were now maybe because comparing her, but she doesn't say it's her political views. Maybe there's a lot of jumping the boat. Like, you really have to go out of your way to make connections to, and I don't know. You got to, like, really make a lot of connections for this to be offensive. I don't understand why it's offensive. So obviously, we can all agree, hate them simply for being Jews. That whole part, there's no way that can be controversial. No way. There's no way just history in general is controversial. So this is the last line that people probably get offended by. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Now, maybe people put race over political views, or in this case, religion over political views. This is the part that probably got her canceled. Maybe it's because she asked that question, how, and there's no question mark. I'm not even doing this as a skit. I am genuinely wondering. Hashtag cancel KocoSports. How about hashtag educate KocoSports? Because, like, here's the thing. If this conversation happens at my school with the teachers, I don't even blink an eye. I don't. How's that any different from hating someone for the political views? Now, maybe I go, I don't know, that's a bit of a stretch, or hey, are you talking about your political views? Or are you just talking about anyone's political views? I don't understand why it's offensive. Maybe you disagree with it. I don't understand. I mean, everyone calls everyone Nazis. Is it insulting? Like, because Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers, but their neighbors, even children. That's true, because history is edited. That is true. Most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. Okay, that's all true. So is she getting canceled for history? Is she getting canceled because you can't say that? Now, this is the part where it gets confused. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Now, you can argue that. You can change your views on that. But I don't know. Like, it's a conversation starter. I don't understand why she's canceled. And I don't understand why this is. And for the record, I've met Gina Carano. I'm pretty sure she doesn't remember me. Gina, I was the nerdy guy who asked you a bunch of questions. Have you ever ran into a nerdy guy who asked you a bunch of questions? I was the only one? You remember me? But when I was a sports reporter, she was the sweetest, kindest person in the world. I mean, 14 years ago, when she won it all, and broke these ground. I don't know. I honestly, I want Coco's Corner to be an opinion piece. I know the algorithm hates us. I really would like an education why someone should lose their job for this. Like, and I'm looking through the Twitter timeline and seeing people that hate her and attacking her, but it's not making sense. They're like, because they said, oh, if like one of the tweets is like, oh, if you attack Jews or if you said something bad about Jews, how would you keep your job? So I'm like, oh my God, well, what was this? What was this? What was this? What could this sweet, kind person possibly be saying? And then I read it. And I am pretty sure if I read that word for word. Now, granted, I live in Japan. I work at an international school. I'm semi-retired. I'm old. But I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to ask younger, more left-leaning people why this is unacceptable. Why is this wrong? And I really want to be educated because, a lot of times someone will be offended, and I, stop. I'm like, are we really offended? I mean, I don't know. I find it to be very interesting, and I don't know if this will get any traction whatsoever. I have no idea what she did wrong, and does that make me a horrible person? Why? She's she's what? The stereotypical Twitter blue checkmark human being would want to do. If you made a movie about her life, it would be uplifting and feel great. And we are going to cancel her because of this? And now we're canceling Disney Plus? We can't even get Disney Plus. How am I supposed to cancel? I'm not canceling Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus. I'm trying to get Disney Plus. It's not easy in Japan. Hard times, I tell you. Anyway, yeah, she is now fired. Maybe this will be like the Guardians of the Galaxy guy. I don't know. We need to be more educating each other and more forgiving of each other. So I find this whole situation, I know now I'm just rambling, but I find it to be interesting. Gina, be strong. I don't know what you did wrong. And that is not a Republican, a Democrat. That is a loser in Japan who has given up on this whole big mess. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully we can keep building this channel back to its glory days. All right. With that, I am over. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.